few of you have asked me to go over my process, what I do to set up my hydroponic tank. First, I want to grow out my seedlings, my lettuce seedlings, till they're about 1 inch high. And I do this just with a regular seed mix. And generally it takes a few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, to grow them out to this point. Afterwards, I take them out of the soil and I wash off the roots. And then I put them in what's called rock wool. You generally buy it in a 96 count container, and you can buy it anywhere online or eBay. Anyway, from that point I'll just take one of the cubes, and the first thing I do is I open it up. Just open it up in half, and then I just dip it in water, and as quick as you dip it in water, it soaks up the water. After that time, I'll take the lettuce seedling out, and right now basically what I'm doing is I'm washing off the dirt, so I'm only left with the little lettuce seedling and the root of the lettuce seedling. And I'll take my rock wool, and with the 2 halves that I've separated, I just put it inside and put both halves together. Sometimes there's roots hanging out the bottom, sometimes not, but that's okay. After which I put them in this case it's a 2 inch net cup. Once the seedlings are in the net cups, it's time to set up your tank. And as I talked about it before, how my tank's set up is I use a 2x4 frame, which is 2 feet by 4 feet, and then I just nail a piece of wafer board on the bottom. At that point, let me just move the camera over here so you can see. At that point, I just get regular black plastic, and I've used 2 sheets of black plastic, and I line the inside of the tank. My tank, the tank that I've designed, holds 13 gallons of water, and the fertilizer that I use, see if you can see it, it's from a company called Kelp for Less. It's a 41838 fertilizer, which seems to work well for lettuce. On this second attempt, I actually added a couple of scoops of Miracle Grow just to increase the nitrogen. But as you can see from this second experiment, everything's done really well in the 3 weeks, other than just one plant in the back, and I'll try to grab that. So I don't know why this plant would have been any different than the plant next to it, but it's only about half the size. But so it just may take another week or so longer. But at that point, you just stick in your net cups. So let me just remove this one. And you stick in your net cups like so, and really it's just a waiting game at that point. You fill up the water level just so it touches the last 1/4 inch of the net cup, and if I can lift this up, you can see how that net cup just sticks underneath the styrofoam. So once I place the styrofoam onto my frame, I want the water to be just within the 1/4 inch from the bottom, just so it's soaking in a 1/4 inch of the water with the fertilizer mix in. And I don't think I told you, but with this particular fertilizer, I use 1 teaspoon per gallon of water. Anyway, so as you can see, the lettuce that I'm holding right now is about 2.5 weeks old. And they're doing really well. All of them have nice root growth. Anyway, if anybody has any questions, just drop me a line and I'll try to answer any questions that you may have. As far as the lighting that I have, I just have it on just a simple, a couple of shop lights with 2 40-watt T12 bulbs, and it provides adequate light. Generally, when you're starting seeds and you're trying to get plants to grow, you want your light to be as close to your plants as possible. In this case, I wanted to experiment this second time and see if I could lift up my lights and try to starve my plants for light to see if they would grow a little faster, and it seems like it's worked with most of them other than the one that I just showed you. Anyway, thanks for watching.